While the grand old party isn't known for reaching the young, there's a conservative youth movement that's alive and growing. As you can see at this recent CPAC conference, timeless principles delivered in millennially savvy ways energize this group by the hundreds.
So the things we're trying to do is get out there, be that ground game that Obama was doing in 2008 and 2012, and being out there, being active, getting on campuses, hitting the liberals where it hurts.
The organization behind this controlled chaos? Turning Point USA. Entrepreneur Charlie Kirk started it 4 years ago at the ripe young age of 18. Today, he oversees more than 1,000 chapters on college campuses across the country. We met up with Kirk at Ohio State, where he told us the birth of Turning Point came after he discovered that no major conservative organization existed for reaching young people.
We're up against unparalleled opposition. We're up against a well-oiled machine that George Soros and the left has pumped in hundreds of millions of dollars over the last 10 years.
Turning Point's strategy is laborious but effective. It centers around one-on-one conversation with college students, many of whom have never been exposed to the intellectual rigor behind conservative principles.
It's by no means a majority of the youth vote is going towards the direction of the left, nor do they endorse those ideas wholeheartedly.
It's a lot of young people who, for whatever reason, are liberal. They identify themselves as liberal. But what you'll find is most of these people, when you start asking them why they believe certain things, what they really want is less government in their life.
Kirk has shrewdly assessed that small government is a winning point for conservatives trying to influence young minds. He's also decided to leave the social issues for his liberal opponents.
They come and talk about gay marriage, abortion, and drug legalization. So those are their big issues that they win on. Well, let's talk about corruption in government, taxes being too high, and government being too big.
Kirk's 2016 plan is all about influencing higher education. He wants to double his field staff to 100 by this summer and start a chapter on every major campus in key voting states, like Florida, Virginia, and Ohio. His strategy includes selling conservative values through nonstop social media and heavy use of pop culture. At Cedarville University, Rep. Carly Conley uses different themes every week to draw students.
People just love it, using what millennials know and what millennials love to get them engaged it's so fun to watch.
But Turning Point is up against powerful forces like the media, Hollywood, and what Kirk considers his chief opponent, academia.
The vast majority of them will teach leftist dogma as facts, will use their position of influence using grade leveraging through ostracizing students, isolating them, making them feel alone, making them feel stupid, not taking their facts or opinions seriously.
Election experts and many political leaders agree the youth vote is key to political survival.
If you are not always training the next generation, how do you ever pass on the legacy?
President Obama captured 2/3 of this group in 2012. Analysts believe Mitt Romney would have won if he had only split that vote with Obama. Kirk says today's young people want a presidential candidate who is authentic, likable, and can relate to their world.
So when a candidate, for example, is trying to communicate to a younger audience and they don't know just the basic terms of vocabulary, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Kanye West, the Kardashians, Taylor Swift, that doesn't make you necessarily very likable.
Turning Point doesn't campaign for or promote candidates, but its ability to win over young minds to a conservative worldview could affect this election and many more in the years to come. Reporting in Columbus, Ohio, Heather Sells, CBN News.